Okay, today I'm going to show you how to extend the frame on the W900L, and this method applies for both the W900L or any other truck without too much alteration to the truck. Okay, now first up, create a new folder on your desktop, download the SCS extractor and the W900, take the W900L out of your Steam folder, drag it on the extractor. Wait a couple seconds till it disappears. Come on, yeah. Now open up zmod, then go to File, Import, find your new folder 7, and then go to Vehicle, Truck, convert W900L, and select the truck. Now your base file is the folder that you have, the folder that you extracted the convert W900L in. So in my case, it's new folder 7, so I'm going to pick new folder 7. And you can do the same for the mod folder because we're going to export back in new folder 7. So now turn on retain map names and click import. Now there's some things you need to do now. You can do later, but I just do it to get it out of the way. Now click chas underscore long one, click edit state, and just copy it, close it. We'll note that these are turned on, then turn it off, then click new state and paste, and just change 1 to 3, then new state again, and 4. So you have chas underscore long 1, 2, 3, and 4. Why we add 2? Because I'll show you later. Oh, just go down here and clear the log, and now let's go down, turn off everything else except for chas underscore L. Now turn on chas underscore L, go into the left view, go and turn on auto, and highlight everything including the origin, that's the center point, and then go to create and then copy and click on it, and you should come up down here as chassis underscore L. So now you can turn on auto and deselect and turn off the main chassis underscore L. Now we're going to change this to chassis underscore L E, or you can put L2 or whatever, knock yourself out. That's the to me the E stands for extended. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into highlight the trailer and everything, including the node. Well, we don't have to, yeah, just turn this node off, and this is the set base look setup. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into vertex mode, and we're gonna click on the trailer, but we don't want this to extend as well with it. I think I'm gonna delete it. So yeah, I'm just gonna delete this. In case you don't know what that is the deck cover, the deck plate. I'm just gonna delete these vertices, go in 3D view, and good. We don't want this here as well, so I'm gonna take it off. You don't have to take it off, you can just skip ahead. So be careful what you highlight. Anything else I want to get rid of? The fenders are okay. Okay, now we're gonna go into the left view, and now we're gonna highlight from out here and go right behind the fenders, and then turn off auto, then go to modify and move and turn off the Y axis, and we're gonna pull it out to right about here. Then we're gonna go into object mode, and we're gonna go back in auto, and then we're gonna turn it off, and then we're gonna turn off the models in chassis underscore LER or whatever you name it. So turn them off. Make sure you have deselected them, and then still highlight these nodes right here, then turn on back the models and turn off auto, and then move on the x-axis, turn it right there. Try to, you want them to be as centered as possible, but it doesn't really matter as long as it's in this box right here. It's good. Now I don't think I put it right there. I don't want it. These nodes are responsible for the lights and the license plates, so you want them to line up. Now we're going to go into 3D view, and then we're going to turn on cab A. Turn these on so we see what is going on. Okay, now turn on cab B, and that's the extended wheelbase. Now we're gonna click minus, and then we're gonna turn off chassis L and cab B, and then we're gonna click on, turn it back on. We're gonna click on chassis LE, then we're gonna click dismiss. Then we're gonna turn on chassis long 4 and 3, and then we're gonna click convert. What this does, it enables this, it attaches it to these hierarchy of files. I don't remember what they're called, but yeah, it attaches it. Now we're going to go to cab base and note all of these that it is connected to. So it's only connected to all of the chassis, which means it should be connected to the chassis long 4. So we're going to click chassis base, dismiss, and then we're going to click turn on all the chassis. Remember, no, do not turn on the cab. So convert. So now if you go turn off these, you notice there isn't any fuel tanks. So we're gonna look for fuel underscore long 1, and we're gonna dismiss it. We're gonna turn on fuel chassis underscore long and chassis underscore 3, and then click convert. Then do the same. Did I do something? Now the boxes and everything are attached to it. So now we're gonna go to turn on chassis 4, turn off chassis 3, and turn on chassis 2, long chassis. And then we're gonna go down to chassis underscore long 2, and we're gonna click dismiss and convert. So now if we turn off 2, it should be there on 4, and if we turn off 4, it should be there on 2. Okay, now we're almost finished. Now we're gonna have to rename the nodes from 0, the wheel node. So go into your chassis underscore LE and click on the double click on the wheel and change it from 0 to, I think it's 3. I'm not sure. I'll double check before I export. Turn all of them to 3, and that should be it. Now let's go over to oh yeah, chassis long, and see if wheel 0. All the wheels are 0 in chassis long, so look for chassis short now. And check all the wheels are 2, 0, 2. So yeah, we should land them 3. And which we did. So now I think we can export. No, we haven't done the collisions as yet. So let's turn on long chassis 1 and turn on the collision. And these are the collisions that apply to the long chassis. So we're going to go into top view and look for the collision that's at the back of the truck, which is C15, a Caterpillar. Right, then we're going to go to create and copy. Make sure auto is there's nothing selected. Turn off auto and click copy. It should appear down at the bottom. So now what we're going to do, we're going to dismiss it and select long chassis 4 and 3 and click convert. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to modify, then we're going to go to scale, and then we'll scale it on the y axis. See, I know the nodes are connected. Let's see. Okay, now go back into collision, and now we're going to scale that collision box. So scale it to the end of the chassis and we should be okay. Well, not exactly, because right here doesn't have the collision, so just go back in top view and then create and copy C13, another cat engine. You can close these up and chassis 2 is on. Okay, let's dismiss it and just use it for all the chassis. Yeah, that should be good enough. We don't really need that much collision on the chassis, but yeah, that should be enough. I was going to check to see if it actually has the material on it. No, it doesn't. Okay, now we can export. Now let's test it out. Turn off isolation and turn off cab. Turn on cab B and chassis long 4, and it should come up like this. Now turn on chassis long 3, should come up like this. I'm gonna delete this. No, it's okay. I was gonna delete this box off the trailer and add an add-on and make a better box, a tarp box or something. But it's okay, I guess. So turn off copy. It doesn't really matter if it's on or not when you're exporting. Okay, now we're gonna go to export, and you're gonna find your folder that you extracted your w900l in, and you're gonna go to vehicle, truck, upgrades, vehicle, truck, Kenworth, and select the truck.pmd. So select the truck. Make sure your base is the same as in folder 7. Your mod folder must be the folder that you're exporting in. So I'm gonna click export, You can lock it if you want. No, I don't know what's wrong with my zmod. I should update it or something to get the ATS. But let's just click export. Here right away you're gonna get some errors about UV channel, which if you watch my last video, I had where the truck was this was all over the place, like exploding, and the mod was exploding, but that's because I added too much UV layers to one. So let's sort that out. Look for chassis underscore L. So look for chassis underscore L, chassis underscore L2. So just click isolate. It says requires at least 2 UV channels. So I'm going to click isolate, and we're going to go to properties and go down to vertices, format, and then add 2, type 2, horizontal, and click apply. Now find the next one. Is cabin BC. Cabin BC. Turn on BC and look for 3. This should have, I think it's 4 UV channels. The SCS software used too much normal mapping for their models. Too much. Now we're gonna look for BC4. BC4 should have at least 2 UV mapping. Now cabin A, cabin A 3 and 8. Cabin A3 should have, cabin A3 should have at least 2 UV channels, so 2. Click apply, then 8 should have 4. And again, they're using too much normal mapping, which this wouldn't be necessary if they didn't use normal mapping and just made 3D models the way they should be made. Okay, now chassis underscore S2. Chassis underscore S requires at least 2 UV channels, so 2. And click apply. Cab underscore base 3. Isolate, and that should have 2 UV channels. Cab base 07. This should have 4 because it's the cab, so chassis underscore L2. Just 2, so sorry. Okay, now we're gonna clear, unisolate, file, export. I'm receiving a bunch of DS again. So let's see, cabin underscore BC3. Yeah, it has UV channel. I think this one just needs to update. Okay, now we're gonna go to the def file and we're gonna work on some def files. So go to, first we're gonna go to accessories, and then we're gonna find exhaust, and we're gonna copy, no, we're gonna edit them. So download notepad++, click edit so it's all lined out, and then just click copy this line and paste it 2 times. So enter and control and V, and change this to 4 and no 3 and 4, and just copy it because you're gonna need this line a lot, and then click save and close it, and do this for 3 as well. So and I think the mud flaps as well. I'm just gonna pick one. This is long too, so you have to import the mud flaps and move them around inside figures and edit mode. Right now, and then close it, and then let's see. We have the exhaust mud flaps good. So now delete everything except for the ones that you just edited. Where is it? Mud flaps. Delete. Now go back and just check cabin. And just add these conflict lines. This is so that the chassis, day cab won't spawn on the long chassis, but if you want, you can leave this part out. And you can delete these 2 files because we don't want them to double up, or to cut down on the size of your mod. Now we're gonna go make the chassis file. So just copy these 2, click copy, and then click paste. Then just click on this and rename it to 3. And then rename this to 4. Okay, now so we're gonna go into edit. Now the only thing we really have to change in here is this line right here. So the variant is this that you name up here. These are the variants. These are what links. These are what tells the game the chassis file tells the game that this is where this file is this cab version is located, etc., etc. So you want to use this. So we're gonna name this one 3. and click save and close, and then edit, and then click here, click 4. Oh, sorry, you need to change right here as well. So this file should this should have the same name as the file. So save and go back in the old version and turn this to 3. And click save and close it. So what else do we have to change? I don't think we have to change anything else here. So Control and A, delete accessories and chassis, interior and all that stuff can be deleted. Now these files out here can be deleted unless you want to create one for the long chassis to show up in the AI, which would be a terrible decision. Okay, now delete everything leaving the truck. Cameras and that can be deleted. Now we're gonna go into the vehicle folder, truck, and we're gonna delete these files right here. New mouse pad. Okay, now we're gonna delete everything except for the truck. This can be deleted as well, so yeah, I'll just leave the truck, PMC and PMD and PMG. Everything else got to go. Why I'm deleting this? Because save on your mod size. If you're gonna upload this on the mod site, why upload 100 megabytes when you can only upload like 5 or 6? So delete the UI, the sound. Let's use my laptop mouse. Material can be deleted. Don't whatever you do not delete the automat. And these can be deleted. Now highlight these and then click add to archive, zip. .scs and then click store. Name it whatever you want to name it. Now let's copy this and put it in your mod folder. Now start up again. Go to your mod manager, insert it. I'll just take out this one because I don't want it to double. I already did the mod already today. I mean last night before I went to bed. So if you have any mods like that change the shape of the w900l or is edited by the PNG, you need to take it out or else it won't work. It will crash your game. It's gonna tell me I'm missing a mod. Oh good, it's ugly. This is my truck and it's private and it will always be private. Now see, I'm telling you, this is the UV problem. I'll fix it now after. Well, let's test the chassis. Chassis is there. Okay, now time to go back and edit the UVs. Now, so let's press it alternate 4. And now we're gonna find that UV. I think it's a light mask, so should be chassis L2. Chassis L2, cab base 07. Should have 4 UV channel. Okay. Cab CO2. This should have 4 UV channels. Click apply. For and these are the ones I think are giving a problem. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into the base and I'm gonna extract the truck over the file. Don't delete the mod. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull the mod out and replace it. Then start a new zmod, clear, and yes, you want to replace the files. And just import it again. See, there is no damage to the mod, it's just how the game reads the file. Tired of this UV layer BS. Okay, now let's see. Clear it and export it, and let's see where the problem is. Who else needs a new UV layer change? each layer, so click apply. Okay, I think everything is okay now, so let's export it. Didn't want the video to be this long, but sometimes. Yeah, all you have to do is go into vehicle, truck, w900l, and just copy these three files. That's all you have to do. And go into your mod folder. I didn't name the truck. Delete them, go back. Okay, now let's try it once more and see. Oh yeah, today my band for GTA 5 have been listed. Should play, but I got bored of that. I don't want to see the shitty crates. Okay, it's solved except for these issues right there. Hey. See, the frame has been extended and it's not crashing. Yeah, this is my piece laptop mouse. Look at that stretch. That stretch though. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is Jordan, aka Dan Clark, and that's how you stretch the wheelbase of the W900L or any other truck, for instance.